Hello wrestling fans, the Wrestling Wizard here and welcome to another video. This video, a very quick update on Alexa Bliss, her WWE return, which is hopefully going to be sooner rather than later. Now, I want you to do me a favour, like this video if you miss Alexa Bliss and you think that WWE is missing Alexa Bliss, because I personally think there's a massive gap in the women's division, especially the Raw women's division. There's not enough talent, build, and I was looking at the roster depth the other day and I thought there's very few superstars in the Raw women's division you could see is like the next big thing. And in Alexa Bliss, say what you like about the gimmick, the hocus pocus gimmick, she is a star. She's a fantastic performer and she is given her very all into that gimmick. The work that she did with Bray Wyatt is elevated her, in my opinion. Like, she is top draw in terms of performance. She can handle herself in the ring. She gets by more than respectably in the ring. She's got the look, she's got the charisma, she's got that it factor. And of course, she's a 5-time women's champion. So to insert her back into the championship picture is what the Raw women's division needs, in my opinion. Now, of course, the last time we saw her, it was the Extreme Rules on the 26th of September. I can't believe how quickly that's gone. Over 2 months ago now was the last time we saw her. And of course, she lost her title match against Charlotte Flair. Now, not only did she lose that match, she got her much beloved Lily doll destroyed in the process. And of course, after the whole meltdown that Alexa Bliss had after that match, many people were questioning what on earth is going to go on with Alexa Bliss's character upon return. Now, in kayfabe, she had her Lily doll destroyed and vanished. But of course, in real life, we know she went away, had sinus surgery, which she's now had, and we're waiting for her return. Now, the update, very quick update in regards to this, is a fan basically directly messaged on her Twitter and put up, "When are you going to come back?" And she basically responded with, "I need more time to heal." In other words, I'm not coming back anytime soon. I wouldn't read too much into that. People were thinking, oh, she's not going to be back for absolute months now. I think she's just getting herself ready. She's getting her mental health in the right place, probably getting ready physically, and wants to rest up and recuperate for a bit because she's been 100% full on into her gimmick for years now, and she deserves a bit of rest, right? So it does beg the question still, of course, when is she going to return? Now, I've done a video on this a few weeks ago in regards to when she's going to return. And I honestly think the right time and place would be the Royal Rumble. Now, what gimmick she returns under remains to be seen. Remains to be seen whether it's going to work, the route they go down. They might not change what they're doing. It might just be an evolution of the Lily gimmick. We don't know. But whatever form she returns in, she needs to get her revenge on Charlotte Flair. Now, if Charlotte Flair has dropped the belt at this point, this could be within the Royal Rumble, or if Charlotte Flair has still got the belt through that time, Alexa Bliss wins the Royal Rumble and then teases a rematch with Charlotte Flair. Now, Charlotte Flair wants to see the old Alexa Bliss back. She wants the goddess back. She hinted that in the match. She said there was flashes in a match with her, the Extreme Rules, where she saw that. So ultimately, if she returned as the goddess again, you're kind of giving Charlotte Flair what she wants. She gets what she wants most of the time anyway. She plays that villainous heel so well. So it wouldn't really make sense to bring her back as solely the goddess. So there could be some dynamic where there's a mixture of the Lily gimmick with the goddess gimmick in some shape or form. That could work really, really well. It could be something new. It could be something fresh. Of course, there's going to be the criticism that it's too alike to the whole Firefly Funhouse version of Bray Wyatt and the Fiend gimmick. And of course, people will still think, it's just a copy version in Alexa Bliss form of the Fiend gimmick that he created, that he made. And that's disrespectful to him. I don't think he'd see it like that, to be honest with you. And also as well, we cannot rule off 110% at this point right now, Bray Wyatt is not going to return to WWE at some point. We can't. Now, I know many people are saying, he's going to go to AEW. That's an absolute 100% banker. We don't know that. We don't know what negotiations have gone on behind the scenes. We don't know if the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, would ever come back to WWE. And of course, if he does, that could affect Alexa Bliss. So there could be that whole dynamic. And what would be absolutely amazing, and I've said it and I'll say it again, imagine Alexa Bliss and Bray Wyatt holding the titles up at WrestleMania. We can all dream, right? But unquestionably, WWE in the women's Raw division is missing Alexa Bliss. And I wrote down the list, basically, of the current Raw women's roster at the moment. And of course, we've got Becky Lynch at the top. Now, the title's not coming off her anytime soon, I can't see. She's an absolute powerhouse, megastar, and quite rightly, the champion at the moment in the Raw women's division. Bianca Belair, feuding with Doudrop at the moment. I've got high hopes for her in the future. She's had a WrestleMania moment. She's a star, and they'll book her better, hopefully, in the future. Carmella, did you see that thing on Instagram on WWE? The comparison between her and Kane with the mask. I mean, how disrespectful is that to Glenn Jacobs? I mean, unbelievable. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Dana Brooke, the 24/7 champion. Wow. Whoopie-doo. I think she's sort of peaked there. Doudrop, recent heel turn, of course, feuding with Bianca Belair, it looks like, which I'm not sure how that's going to go down, so someone's going to have to take the loss. Liv Morgan, yes, I have high promise for Liv Morgan, but let's face it, she's not beating Becky Lynch, and I do fear for what happens to her character afterwards. I really hope she comes out of it stronger, but look, Becky Lynch is a monster heel. She's absolutely smashing it. Liv Morgan is up against it, to say the least, in the match that they're going to have for the Raw Women's title. Nikki ASH, I think it's fair to say now she's going to be a mid-card act. I don't really see any serious, credible championship run in the future. I know she's had the Raw Women's title, but I can't see that happening again, I'm afraid. Sorry. Queen Zelina, obviously tag team now and tag team champions with Carmella. She's now got a British accent, but really in the main event title picture, I wouldn't completely write it off, because I think she's got some dynamic to her character. Not in her current gimmick at the moment, but I think with some rework, she could go somewhere. Rhea Ripley, yes, she could be a credible force in the future, genuine threat, but at the moment, what have they done to her? You know, you think where she was elevated only in 2020 at WrestleMania to where she is now. Some might argue she's been defined down a little. And then, of course, Tamina. I'm really surprised, to be honest with you. WWE have kept Tamina. I rate her. I think she's fantastic. I think she could have been a dominant force in the women's division in the past. But she's 43 years old now. We're looking to the future. I'd be very, very surprised if they utilise her in a championship role, even though I think she'd deserve it. So there's a lot of gaps there. And unquestionably, bringing Alexa Bliss back would be a smart move. It'd be a logical move. We know they profit off merchandise, anything she sells really at the moment. And she's a top act. So let's get her back in the title picture. Of course, the only problem is Charlotte Flair has got the SmackDown title. So Alexa Bliss being on Raw, there's going to be some shenanigans to get there. But it can happen. She can challenge who she wants if she wins a Royal Rumble. So they can cross that bridge. But imagine Becky Lynch versus Alexa Bliss. That would be tasty. I'd like to see that. I really would. What do you think? It'd be awesome to get your thoughts and opinions. Get down in the comment section. If you could like this video, that'd be much appreciated. Share the video, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you in another video with hopefully some more updates. Take care, stay safe.